Hi, my name's Micah. Okay, so I'm gonna go over a few things today. A simple daytime eye look, and then Mascara Beauty 30 foundation, and a few other little tips that I've learned from other women that I wanna share with you guys. Okay, I thought everybody knew this because I talk about it, but then I saw one of my really good friends and she had no clue what I was talking about, so I'm gonna share it again. But it is the Tinkle Razor. Okay, so the name is really bizarre. I don't know where the name came from, but what it is, if you've ever had, oh no, I forget, when you go to get a facial and they take that blade and kind of take any peach fuzz off your face. Hi, so if you're on here, if you have no clue what I'm talking about, let me know. If you're like, what is that? Or I use this all the time, let me know. This is a Tinkle Razor. Okay, so they're from Amazon. They're like, I don't know, $3 for 3. But basically, it just saves you so much money if you're one of the people that likes to get like your face, what is, oh, microplane. Microplane? No. I forget the name. But anyhow, so it's a tiny little blade. And then if you have any peach fuzz on your face, literally you just use this little razor and it comes right off. So it kind of exfoliates your skin a little bit too. So it just takes off the finest little hair. You obviously, don't want to use them over and over again. You want to get a clean one to keep so your skin stays healthy. But I mean, you can even shape you can shape your eyebrows a little bit with it. Be careful because it comes off a lot. There's the very top of the blade is a little bit sharper. So, oh my gosh. So you just do your face, right? So the Tinkle Razor. It's like, sometimes, like when I'm putting people's makeup on, they'll have, the peach fuzz there that they've never really done anything with before. And then they do that and like, oh my gosh. So anyhow, I just wanted to share that secret. If you have any hairs up here, not that I do, you can just get them off like that. So this is on Amazon, super cheap. Sarah says eyebrows are everything. I never did anything with my eyebrows. And in college, my girlfriends had an intervention with me and told me I need to pluck them. Which right now they probably would have been completely in style, but they were crazy. Even though I've always loved makeup, I never touched my eyebrows, but I started to. All right, so that's the Tinkle Razor. Next thing I'm gonna do is put just a little moisturizer on. This is the Milk Moisturizer, if you guys have never seen it. Again, somebody else has this product and they didn't know that this is how you dispense it. So, oh, that's, that's the wrong one, whatever. That is the wrong one. Okay, so this is how it should come out. So like that, and then just the right amount comes out, and then you don't have to dip your finger into the container, contaminating it possibly. All right, so I'm putting a little moisturizer on, and then I'm gonna let that sit, and then I'm gonna work on my eyes. So I usually do my eye makeup last, because it just feels right, but then sometimes it does get on your face, so I'm gonna today show you guys eyes first, if you want. All right, usually I'm home alone. Doug is here, and so I'm feeling really self-conscious. All right, so that's on there. All right, I'm gonna clean my brushes with the Restore Cleaner, which is awesome if you've never used it before. I was not a good brush cleaner, honestly, but I just sprayed a little bit on there and then it comes right off, and then your brush is as good as new. It conditions your brush too. It works with any kind of makeup brushes. But so that's all ready to go. So I'm gonna start with just kind of a base coat, and that's what you wanna do to kind of make the other, he's upstairs. Doug's upstairs. Sarah said to tinkle Doug. I don't think he will go for that. I'm gonna do just like a little layer. So you can use, we have like a powder called Vanilla Dust. You can use that. Really super neutral colors. So I'm gonna use actually one of our new powder illuminators and just do a little coating on my eye. And you'll see it's pretty sparkly, but this just gives all the other eyeshadow something to stick to. And when you go to add the darker colors, they blend so much better if there's a base layer. All right, so there's just a little whitish vanilla coating of eyeshadow. All right, and what I'm gonna do today, you can do with any colors you have at home. So that's just like a neutral color. The next thing you want to do is put a transition color on your eye. Transition color, again, It's gonna go on a little bit bright, but as you start to layer the colors, it all kind of takes shape. So I like to use one of my favorites is this one, but if I put it on just about everybody. It's called Bubba. It's like a orangey brown, and then this one looks super crazy, but it works well. So I'll be a little bit more adventurous and use the one that looks really orange. It's called Leo, and you want to start right there in the crease and then just start to work the color back and forth. Wherever you want the color most to deposit, you kind of stick your brush there and then start to work it around. And you can even go under. All right. Kind of deposit the color there and then start to blend it out. All right, if you're on here, let me know. Again, if you use mascara, what foundation you guys use, or if you have no clue what I'm talking about. All right, so I just have the transition color on. So any kind of warm brown color works really good. Softer colors, like just a really soft brown. All right, now I'm gonna go with a darker color and really kind of darken up the crease to give it more depth. I'll show you the color I'm gonna use. Okay. So this one for mascara is called Cocoa, but you can do this with any kind of a darker brown, a warm dark brown shade that you want. So again, same kind of deal that I did the last time, but I'm going a tad lower and just starting to layer the color. There you go, so there's the crease color. And again, the same way you can kind of pull it underneath. All right, next I'm gonna put like a sparkly, not sparkly, just like a little soft shimmer pink on the bottom. Let's do this color called Soulmate. Show you, it's really pretty. So all these eyeshadows fit into a palette. I have like all the colors. Hi, Katie. But they fit into, it's like a little book, this little palette. So that's empty and this is full of makeup. But so when you have your makeup, you don't dig around for it. It's just all right in here. So I'm gonna use this color called Soulmate, which is a really sweet name for a color. And just put it on the bottom, my bottom lid. So especially, I don't have a lot of lid. And as you get older, or if your eyes are hooded, you don't want to keep your bottom lid that dark. You want to keep the darker colors kind of up high because you're creating that depth. And then when you're talking to people, then when you close your eye, they just get like a little bit of that sparkle. Katie, the tickets are bought. All right, so there's that bottom layer of color. All right, and then, so from there, I mean, you could stop there and kind of blend it all together. I'm gonna do even a lighter color on the inner corner. So again, any kind of light color will work, like a light sparkle or a cream. I'm gonna go with this one, the Unicorn. It's pretty fun and bright. And then just gonna go in there. And this will really open your eye up too. Ah. Got a little heavy-handed. And the same color you can put right under your brow. And it really lifts your eye. Just that little... Hi, Cam. I am not, like, I've always loved this stuff, but I swear I've never been really good. I just do the same thing over and over. But now, when I'm with these people all the time who are makeup artists, like true makeup artists, I get all kinds of tips and I'm trying to share them with you guys. Taking everything I know and sharing it. All right, so I just put that little layer up there. And then I'm just gonna blend a little bit. So I'm just taking the fluffy edge of my brush and kind of that whitish color. I'm gonna moving it all around my eye. Okay, and that's gonna blend in. Now, if you want to get kind of fun and add a pop of color, like on your bottom lid, you could, like that tealy Bayou color, which is so pretty, which I like to show. That color is really fun. If you want to add a little glitter, you can. So I'll show you how to add a little bit of a glitter. So this is just the NYX glitter primer. It's like $2 at Target or whatever, but this just keeps the glitter from moving around. So you just tap it on just a little bit, and you only put it where your glitter is gonna go. And when I say glitter, it sounds really crazy, like 13-year-old glitter, 13-age young girl with glitter, but it's so fun. I really didn't think I would wear them. I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna wear the glitters, but it's hard not to wear them. All right, so when you wear a glitter, I've talked about this before, but you don't wanna take a fluffy brush and just psh, because you have glitter everywhere. So you wanna tap it in. So no matter what brush you have, just pat it in. So this is the glitter. Where'd it go? Oh my goodness, right here. That one. Just a glitter shadow. And I'm just gonna lightly tap it in. There. So I just put a little bit of that Graceland glitter, and then I'm gonna go back and use the darker color that I have right there in my crease. I'm gonna line my eyes with that as well. I'm gonna go back and just darken it up just a little bit. Always wanna think about taking your eyeshadow this way, so you don't want it to come down past that crease. You kinda take it in this line. Hi, Melanie. And then, because you wanna keep lifting your eye up, right? So darken up that crease and then move it around. All right, so then you can take any flat angled brush and go into the darker shadow, and then I'll line. And I like to line right on my lash line as close as I can. You can also use the same color that I'm using right now on your eyebrows, or you can use your contour color on your eyebrows. I'm not real exact, if you can tell. Same way, like I kind of do the darker color as a swipe underneath my eye and don't do a really harsh line. So you can just kind of run that around along your lash line. And then I'll pop some mascara on after I do my 3D foundation. All right, so I've already tingled my face. I've got the peach fuzz off. I've got a little moisturizer on, and then I'm gonna start with my makeup. So if you have, this is a setting spray, and I use it before I put on my makeup too, just to kind of help everything stay. So, is that better? Okay. Just gonna put a little bit in my hand. Thank you, Lonnie. All right, so I have the Stay Spray on, and that just, again, helps keep the makeup. If you have larger pores, it helps kind of fill in some pores too. The sun's coming out. All right, so again, I showed you before, this is my makeup. This is, it's magnetized on the end, so whatever makeup you need, you just take it and pop it in and pop it out, right? So you can change your colors at any time. If you use one color a lot, you just replace one color and you don't waste your whole palette, which is so good. All right, I'm gonna start by, I like to put a little color under my eyes to color correct. So I like to use this color called Mango. Some people use a color called Frenchy, but all the ways are good. I can help you find the color that would work best with your eyes. All right, so I'm just putting the tiniest bit of product on there, and yeah, you can already see the difference. I'm always surprised, honestly. Okay, that's it. All right, I'm gonna go into my next color, which is, I use amber, and then, but it's just basically a mid, I don't know, it's kind of a lighter brown than what most people are using. So traditional makeup is a medium brown tone. You just put it all over your face, and it kind of washes out your face. So the theory here with the 3D foundation is you want to not make your face flat and then put your features back in. You just want to enhance your features the first time. So you know what I might do today? I'm going to actually show you my contour first, so you can see it a little bit better. So I'm switching on you. This is a contour color. It's not a bronzer, it's a contour. It has more of a gray tone than like a bronzer would have a warm tone. And I like to use this brush, and I just go in and kind of get the product on the side of the brush and pull my hair back, and I'm gonna follow this line. You can kind of already see my natural shadow, so I'm really just going with where it's already on my face and then enhancing it a little bit. And you kind of, from my face shape, you can kind of hook it around just a little bit. And they say it's like a push-up bra for your face, because you're kind of getting those cheeks back to like when they were full in your youth. So again, you're just kind of working that contour. There's so many ways to do this. If you run your brush in a way that you're going to push your hair back, I think it really helps to get the brush at the right angle. So I'm going to blend that in, but I put some contour there on the top of my head. This is where a natural shadow is anyhow. I'm gonna put some on my chin, just to my jawline, excuse me, to make that look a little bit more defined. And then even my nose. Okay, so just put the tiniest little strip. I'm always surprised what a big difference this makes when I barely put literally any on, because I'm scared. So I'm just gonna run that down the middle. All right, so that's my contour. Now I'm gonna come in with my highlight color. Mailman. This is my lighter highlight color that I'm gonna brighten with. So I'm gonna brighten under my eye. On my nose. So the makeup, it's a cream makeup, and it's when I first heard of it, I'm like, oh, that sounds really heavy, but it's not heavy at all. It just blends into your skin in a way that makes you feel like you don't have anything on at all. And again, just taking my highlight color, going under my contour line. And honestly, I mean, that is about how technical I get. I am not that fancy. It takes me about, I'm gonna say like 6 minutes to do my makeup in the morning when I'm not talking. I just kind of throw it on. I'm gonna go back in, hi Erica, hi Adele, and add some blush, okay? Kind of put some color back into my cheeks. I like to smile first and then put the color there. So right there, I've noticed a lot of people tend to put blush like up into this zone of their face, but you want to try to stay away from this little triangle, because that's where you want it to be light and bright. And then I'm just gonna blend it out, kind of put it right in the apple, and then you can kind of work it back a little bit to make it have a really natural look. This is Desert Sunset. Has a little bit of gloss to it, which is super pretty. I usually blend it with my other blushes because I can't just use one color. I mean, I can, but when I have them all, I start to mix them a little bit. So now I have some blush on. All right, so I've just kind of put some color back into my face. Again, the gist is you're not seeing the makeup. When I used to use Bare Minerals, I could see, even though I blended and buffed and I did all the things you're supposed to do, I could always see it on my skin, and I didn't like it. And then so when I came across this, I was like, oh, it's amazing. It's like, I always wondered, okay, bronzer. I'm gonna put on some bronzer. I always wondered how people got this look on their skin, but never knew, but now I do. So I know my friends that are makeup artists, they would say like, they could make people's skin kind of look like this, but they would use product upon product upon product. And it, you know, it didn't look as natural, and of course it cost a lot of money, and there are a million little, you know, little, what do you call them, like little pots of makeup and palettes everywhere. And it's nice, again, everything I've used is right in here, and I'm using, you know, like, well, I don't know, I guess it's about 6 things I've used. But I like to blend and mix. Like I said, I don't just like to use one thing. So I just gave myself a little bronze, and then I'm gonna use the illuminator. So it's that white guy. There's rose gold that I probably is my favorite. This is pearl, I really like it too. And you put this on the parts that catch the light, like this bone. If you have any wrinkles, like lines like that, you kind of don't want to go too close or you'll highlight them. So I kind of drop it down a little bit lower. These are really natural, so you don't have to worry about looking like a teen. We do have some that are brighter that are pretty fun, but I have to use a really light hand. But I've put some makeup on someone who was 18. Yes, thank you, Erica. It does. Like, that is the best part. Erica's saying it looks like it becomes your skin, and it does. And when it's like that, it just makes you really confident about your skin, because it doesn't feel like you've covered it up. It just smooths out your skin, kind of takes out any redness, especially if anybody has rosacea or like acne scars or anything like that. Just it covers your red without making you feel like you've covered up your whole face. Like if you have freckles and you want your freckles to be seen, you still can, you know. So this is still the illuminator. So you can see how it's just catching the light, but if you saw me, I don't look shimmery. I mean, my eyes look a little shimmery, but my face doesn't look shimmery. Okay, so I'm almost done with my face, and I'm gonna finish on my eyes. But another fun thing you can do with the contour is put just a little bit under your bottom lip, and I'll get like a little bit closer. I'm already close. Okay. So I'm in my contour color, and then I'm just gonna not talk, I guess. It's dark. All right, so granted that is dark. Hold, please. I'm gonna take the Desert Sunset Gloss and my Hollywood. These are my 2 blush colors I used. I'll put them on my lips. And then this kind of take that contour line and blend it up, and it gives your like that bottom lip just like, because you're kind of enhancing that shadow, so it pops your lip out a little bit. It's always hard in here because nothing shows up as good. So I think you guys can see what I'm talking about. So I've done my eyes, but I haven't finished my eyes. And then I use my contour color, right? My highlight color. I color corrected under my eyes a little bit. And then this is the Perfector sponge, and it is amazing. If you have a beauty blender, it's not quite the same. This starts, the dry one, dry, wet. So what you want to do if you have it, you wet it under the faucet, and then you wring it out a few times, and then it triples its size, and then it gets really soft and squishy, and then you kind of just go over your makeup any place where you think you might have you got a little too much, or if you, I don't know, it's just really good. It's like, especially if you're new to the makeup, it's like a little eraser. It erases mistakes, but it just really helps blend things too. Some people do the makeup in stripes and then just blend it, which I should show that one time. Okay, so then I've just kind of smoothed everything out, and now I'm going to put the setting spray on. So remember, I started with this, so now I'm going to spray. It's pretty wet, but it's like a miracle worker. It really sets your makeup, and it helps it stay all day. So it'll dry in just a second, and then I put on my mascara, and I could do my eyebrows just a little bit. Like I said, I'm not like super fancy with my eyebrows, and I'm sure people who are really into eyebrows want me to do my eyebrows, but I like really natural eyebrows. Okay, so the same contour color that I use right here on my lips, I'm gonna put on my eyebrows. So again, I don't have another thing for eyebrows. It's all in here. Kara, who created the makeup, believes that like we shouldn't need a million things to make ourselves like to have confidence and feel pretty. So, but it's just to be simple and not like this whole complicated process. So that's why so many of these things are multifunctional. You can also put Stay Spray on the end, a little bit. You can put Stay Spray on the end of the spoolie and then brush your brows, which even, it's a little limp, even just brushing your brows makes a big difference. So again, the Stay Spray almost is like, has a little tackiness to it. So it will almost be like a kind of, you know, hairspray. I mean, it's obviously not that kind of hole, but it kind of puts your eyebrows in place. So that, I mean, I feel like if you saw me, you wouldn't think I had anything on my eyebrows, which is ideally what you want for me personally to happen. So that's another way to use your contour. Blush. Okay, and then lastly, I'll just put on some mascara. Hi, Trisha. All right, Thrive. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna show you? Because you know what, guys, I love Thrive. It's awesome because it's one of those tuber mascaras that comes off in little chunks. And so I love it in the summer. I love it if I'm gonna be sweating a lot, because you're never gonna be left with eye makeup down your face. But this is a new fun one. Drugstore brand, right? It's called Telescopic by L'Oreal. And it has just the tiniest little thing, because my biggest pet peeve with eyelashes for me is clumpiness. I want them to look super natural. And so this little bad boy, I think it does a pretty good job. So I won't talk, but I'll do one eye and not the other. I'm doing my sleepy eye. I don't know, so yeah, I don't see any clumps at all, which I love. Super tiny. Mascara is pretty good. It's a pretty good invention, I gotta say. Hi, Dory. Have you used this, Dory? Telescopic by L'Oreal. I never can get it back in the container, but it's worth the hassle. Okay, so again, this is like a traditional mascara though. Like you have to, it gets black under your eyes. All right. I don't need to belabor this. Yeah, but I know that's what I have. My go-to is Thrive, but I'm really liking this. I think my Thrive got a little dry, honestly. All right, that is it. If you have any questions about anything I've used or any colors, just let me know. Put like a little something, a link, a question below, and I will get back to you right away. And otherwise, thanks you guys for watching. I had some people in and out, and it's super fun to have some company. And I think there was a million things I wanted to say, but I don't think they've been said. But yes, this is my little compact. This is the double decker. Everything I used was right in here. So thanks a lot, you guys. Have a good day. We'll see ya.